Hello. So today's the day. We're going to be doing a full face makeup look using almost all Coastal Scents products. There's going to be some things that I just don't have from them that I'm going to have to use other products, but most of my face is going to be from Coastal Scents. If you don't know anything about Coastal Scents, check them out. I mentioned on my stories a little bit ago that they were like literally one of the first brands that I ever bought like a real deal like makeup product from, so it's really cool that I get to do this. They did send me these products for free in exchange for whatever I wanted to do with it. That's what we're here doing today. I'm also going to kind of like review them as I put them on my face because I've never used any of these products before, and the last time I used any of their eyeshadow was like years ago. So I don't know if anything has changed like formula wise or whatnot, but they are cruelty free and paraben free. You're probably not going to find anything over $20 on their website, so there's that. I'm going to be talking through this video, so it's not going to be like music and me just doing it, because I really want to let you know what I really think about this stuff. So we just gonna dive right in, and we ain't gonna waste no more time, and we are going to do this makeup look. So let's go. We're not even gonna talk about this setup that I got going on right now. If you only knew how this camera was sitting here, y'all, it's fine, it's fine. I might have to fill my brows with something else off camera. So here's these shades from the contour palette. I feel like this brown right here is gonna be too warm for my brows, and they're gonna look like almost red. And then the eyeshadow palette, I don't think it's gonna work, you guys. So I'm gonna just jump off here real fast, fill my brows, just because I like to do my brows first usually, and then we'll come back and do some more stuff with Coastal Scents products. Okay, so brows are on. I actually wanted to try out this concealer palette to maybe clean up my brows underneath, just to sharpen them up a little bit. I do like a clean look sometimes. So this is the Camo Quad Concealer. It's got 4 different shades in there, and I got the shade medium. Let's see here. I'm just going to scrape a little bit of this out with the back of my tweezers and put it on the back of my hand. I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm gonna use this shade right here to clean up my brows. It seems like it's really creamy. Oh yeah, it's nice and creamy. So I feel like this is gonna work out pretty good actually. I'm excited. Oh, get my crusty looking brow brush that I always use and clean up my brows. Let me switch my mirror over. And oh y'all, nice and creamy. Looks like it's movable. It's covering up well, so I'm excited to use it for under my eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to take my finger and get rid of some of that on the tail part, and then just kind of pull it down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use this for I cannot talk and do this. So I'm gonna get a little bit more from my hand and put it over my entire eyelid. Okay, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. It's creamy, it's easy to move around, it doesn't like dry fast. The real test is when I get under these bad boys, but I'm gonna just take a little bit of that same concealer and blend that over my eyelid. I like to use a concealer before I put on my eyeshadow. I just feel like it gives like the best color payoff. It helps it last longer and not move around and like crease up. I'm gonna go ahead and set this with a powder too. I'm gonna use the concealer palette because I think there's some good shades in there I could probably use to set this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use the middle shade right here to set my eye. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just using oh my god, I forgot I gotta use the brushes. I'm always in a routine. So I also got the brush set, which by the way, this comes in a really nice like leather case, and all of the brushes, they were individually wrapped with plastic. I just took them off. I'm always in a routine. So I also got the brush set, which by the way, this comes in a really nice like leather case, and all of the brushes, they were individually wrapped with plastic. I just took them off. I'm just going to grab this one. Nice little like normal eyeshadow brush. By the way, these feel pretty soft to be like as affordable as they were. They also threw in this bamboo collection eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna use that. Just going to take some of this shade and set this area here. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, now for the fun part. This is the palette we're gonna be using for our eyes today. Super pretty colors, lots of berry purple, there's some gold in there, some like sparkly black. So I'm super excited. This is the Reveal 3D palette. There's 20 eyeshadow colors. Most of these have, I mentioned, some shimmer in them. There's only like a few matte shades. All right, so to start off, I think I'm gonna use this shade right here. Just kind of like our transition shade. I'm gonna grab one of these brushes. I don't see like a lot of like blending brushes in here. It looks like they are a lot more like dense like this. We'll do what we can with that. I'm gonna go into this shade. It's kind of like a taupey color. I'm just gonna go into that and wish me luck. These do have some fallout if, you know, that's something that you look at. Not a ton, really. Like, it's not that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just dust a little bit off. I'm gonna start on the outer quarter. Just kind of go back and forth and just like bring it up a little bit into the crease area, just like that. I'm not gonna go above that crease, but I am blending it out so it doesn't just look like a harsh line there. It looks kind of like a lilac shade when you put it on, at least for me. And these are brand new brushes, so you know there's no like other color on there. Blendability, I'd say it's okay. It could also be the brush. I feel like maybe if I had a different brush too, it might blend out better. So I don't want to like knock it too bad, but I'm not mad. Still like building it up. I'm taking the color and I'm packing it where I want it and then blending. I'm finding that that's works better for this. It's getting there. So I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's like a off-white. And I'm gonna put this right here. So like fix some of this area where I took it too high. So I have my eye on this black. I'm scared, but it's like a glittery black shade. And I feel like my best bet is gonna be my fingers or this brush. I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm going to do this. That's what it looks like. It's pretty freaking black, so let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Let's give it a chance. I'm just patting this around my lid. My finger is so dang fat. I'm gonna take this brush and try to get in these little crevices. Okay, this brush is doing pretty good actually. So I'm just pressing that into the shade. The color payoff, again, is not amazing, but it is on the cheaper end, guys. So, you know, work with what you got. You're probably gonna have to pack this on. It's doing something weird here when I'm trying to like blend it with these other shades. I'm trying to make it sort of like cut crease-ish. But then I'm gonna go back and blend it out. The eyeshadows are very, okay. Now it's like taking off the color. I don't know what to do. Okay. Going back to my blending brush and trying not to panic. I'm just going along that edge and a circular motion. I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being honest here. I'm not gonna knock it because I want to give these eyeshadows a fair chance here, but I'm gonna try this shade right here, right next to the black, and maybe put that here. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can fix the streakiness, the patchiness of how this looks, guys. So I'm trying. It's like when I blend it, it's wanting to do crazy stuff. I kind of look like I just have a black eye. This is the best that I can do with this eyeshadow. I don't like to be that girl, but I feel like this would be better. This kind of eyeshadow is better for people who are beginners and like don't wear a lot of makeup, and like color payoff is not like a big deal to them. Blendability, it's kind of hard to blend. The colors just are not wanting to mix together. Like I said, maybe it's just the brushes, or maybe it's the eyeshadow, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the particular shades, but I am just making a mess, so I'm not even going to do any more of this because it's looking like a black eye. I wanted to try and use more of these brushes, so I'm gonna take this little like rounded dense brush and I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. It's like a silvery color. It does look like it has some shimmer to it. I was gonna try to add it here just to maybe lighten this inner corner area up a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit back up here too, because like I said, the eyeshadow is just really weird to blend. And again, it could just be the type of brushes or something. Maybe it doesn't work well with the concealer. I like to give makeup brands a chance to like show their skill, so I don't want to be like, it's horrible, but it's not my favorite. Let's move on to liquid eyeliner. So this is the liner that I got. It's in the shade Jet. It just says liquid eyeliner, and it has a like brush, like one of those like stiffer brush type tips. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a wing. I'm gonna try to make the best out of this look. I'm also gonna wipe some of this off. So let's try out the liner. Okay, so first thoughts, this brush is a little bit on the stiffer side. It's kind of hard to work it over like the folds of my eyelid. Formula is kind of thin, so I feel like it's making it difficult to spread across my eyelid. Let's do this. Go in and dip it again because this is trying to mess with me. So I'm working on my other eye. It's taking me forever. I am dipping this thing in there over and over and over. I have had to dip this so many times because this formula dries really fast. Like the best way to use this is like focus your pigment like at the very tip of this brush. It is really black, which is nice. At this point, I don't even know. I'm just gonna put some mascara on. I don't have a mascara from them, and we're gonna move on to the face. So I was going to try to do my entire face with concealer. That's usually like not the ideal thing to do, but we don't care over here. So they do have a foundation brush in the set, so I thought this would be good to do my face. I think I'm gonna mix some of these shades together just to get like my custom shade. Painting my face. Actually, this might not be dark enough for me. JK. So here's another brush from the set. This is like good for blending out foundation, but it's not quite there. So, okay, I'm just gonna go in with my own foundation, but I'm going to use this to blend it out so we can at least try this. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush, and it's not like super stiff, so it's kind of just sliding around on my face. The brush, that is. So I don't see anything else that's like more dense than this, but it's getting the job done. We're gonna go in with that concealer, and I'm gonna use a concealer brush, which they do have, and I'm gonna go in with this shade on this side. Actually, I'm gonna mix these two. All right, so I'm gonna set the under eye area, and I'm gonna use that same color from the contour palette that we used to set our eyes. And I'm just gonna go ahead and, what brush should I use? I'm gonna use this one. I'm trying to use all these brushes. So make sure that's really blended out underneath before I put this under there. This might actually like help the color a little bit because the powder is like kind of tan. I'm just not gonna set the rest of my face. This is the bronzer that I got. It's the Suntones bronzer in medium. It's cute, it's cute. It looks like this. I'm gonna contour first and then bronze. So like I said, I wanted to get the most use out of all this. So going back to the contour palette, and I'm gonna use, did I use that one already? No, I'm gonna use this brush. This looks pretty dark, so I'm scared. This might not work. This might not work for me, but we will see. It almost looks like a red brown. I'm using a really light hand because I was scared it was going to be like intense. Oh. Okay. It's a little bit too dark, not crazy, but I barely tapped it. So I feel like if I went in any with a little bit more pressure, it would have been bad. It almost looks like it could work as a blush too, like for a darker skin tone, because it has like that red tint to it. Okay. And like I said, I also usually set my entire face with a powder, and I think because my face is like kind of damp in these areas, it's having a hard time blending the product. Okay, that's not terrible. It almost looks like blush, but that's okay. I always do this with my bronzer. Okay, so it's looking like it's not doing much except giving me a super intense glow. It's very bronzy. So okay, I'm gonna go back to the brush that I use for my foundation to just kind of like tone this down just a tad, because I'm starting to feel like the lady from Drew Carey. I thought I was gonna use this blush, but I think I'm gonna save this for another tutorial because I already look like I have enough on. So I'm gonna put some stuff under here. I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner, and then we'll smoke it out with some more shadows from this palette. I just took a black eyeliner and I like smudged it on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go back to this like really rounded dense brush and use that to smoke out the bottom lash line. I only have like shimmer shades to choose from, so I'm gonna use this darker shimmery, it looks almost like gray brown. Now I'm going to put some mascara on the lower lash line. So I just realized that the only lip shade that I got from them is like a bright red, and that just is not ideal for shades like this and a look like this. I want to try everything, so y'all are just gonna have to deal with it. I feel like from afar this is not that bad, but I know once I add this red lipstick, it's gonna be, it might be a little scary. Yeah, I'm gonna look scary, but like I said, I wanted to try this. Normally I'd probably do like a nude shade because the eyes are so intense, so keep that in mind. But anyways, this is their lipstick. It doesn't have a name or anything, it just looks like this in the shade 12. This is just like a traditional style lipstick. Lipstick is actually really pretty. I do like this color. I like how it feels on my lips. I don't know how long it would necessarily last. I'm not gonna find out today just because I'm not gonna keep this look on. But I wanted to at least review the lipstick so you guys could have an idea, you know, about it. But I'm not mad at the lipstick. It's really creamy. It feels like hydrating on the lips. It's not like streaky. The color looks like really good, and it's got a little bit of a like shine to it. This is from ColourPop. This is teeny tiny. I'm just gonna put this on. We're done. That is my review on Coastal Scents products. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your thoughts. Give me those opinions. Obviously the lips are not from there, but the red was just not gonna work. Thanks for watching. I just went super blank this video and do all the other cool stuff that comes with watching a video online. What do we think? What do we think?